Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Ederson. He's got great technique, Peter, and for a goalkeeper, he's got the passing range of a top-class midfielder. I think his team will be looking to use him as a foundation from which to build both sustained spells of possession as well as quick counter-attacks.
Shot a goal! He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Fenerbahce finding themselves unexpectedly behind. This ended up in no man's land. Fred. Fenerbahce looking to pass their way through. Showing good feet. Now goes for a shot! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Bullish header! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ambitious ball here. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Fenerbahce clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Fred could move up a gear here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he was quick to react. Guendouzi spread out to the left. Fred. Fenerbahce finding their passes. Shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Yandash with the short one. Chance for a shot! Goal! Fenerbahce! And they've got their lead back. Fenerbahce go into the lead. Asensio. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to cross. Conte. Yandash, Talisca, and it's Guendouzi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, there's the clearance. Guendouzi goes on a charge down the left. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yandash. Conte. Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Guendouzi. Looking to play him in. Talisca. And now they can clear their lines. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Fred. Can he get it through? Ederson gets it away. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Aydin. Fred looking understandably energised after his goal. Ah, that's a fine interception. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now, can they get him away? Ederson claims comfortably.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Yandash. And Aydin played with finesse. Soyuncu gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the first half is done. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Fenerbahce are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. Nelson Semedo. Fred. Aydin. Fred running with the ball. Now there's a... Can he finish? It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, just skips past his man. Guendouzi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Fenerbahce clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Yandash. That's a cute ball. He's on it, can he get away? Big ball, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Fred. There's no flag. Fenerbahce are looking to go forward now. That's a super give and go. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Asensio. Asensio powering forward here. Yandash. Talisca. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Talisca. Look at the space here. Yandash. Talisca. Asensio. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution for Fenerbahce.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Coming on the field.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they?
Substitution.
That's
taking
tidy.
place.
And it's Fred. Asensio. Big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution for Fenerbahce.
So,
Number
third corner of the
17.
game.
Coming on to replace him is number 45.
Guendouzi goes short. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. The chance to pull further clear. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Fenerbahce blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Nelson Semedo. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. That's good play. It could be in here. Alvarez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's well positioned here. Asensio! And it's hit the woodwork and out! In with the challenge. Asensio cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Knocks it out wide.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Into the last 5 minutes. Fred. Over to the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty to aim at here. That could spell trouble. He's having a shot! Sticks it away! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
After 89 minutes is
Fenerbahce give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Age beyond the defence.
Has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in a great position here. And he's on his way. Great chance! He's got a goal! Deep into injury time! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Number 45. Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 14.
We have got
Number
changes here from
17,
both sides, in fact.
Conte.
Fenerbahce give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
37.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And the shot! And he's managed to get rid. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Fenerbahce proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
The action has already started. And that has been clubbed away. Semedo's great chance! He can get that clear.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Oh, good ball. Decent chance.
Fenerbahce would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Now he's got space here. Pass is just off target.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Ederson. He's got...
Shot a goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, well played. Asensio with the clearance.
And the pass is intercepted. Short changes him with that pass. Oosterwolde.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal.
Good-looking ball. Asensio.
Now it's Asensio. That's good running with the ball. Oh, sweet feet. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. And he's had a hit. Off the post.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gendouzi.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's been cut out, well played. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That is Conte. Knocks it out wide.
Yandash.
There's the shot! Goal! Fenerbahce!
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Number 8.
Fenerbahce have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Yandash tries making a foray down the right.
Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Fred.
Plays it across.
He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Up towards the front line. And he cuts out the supply. Fred.
Fenerbahce can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Takes a shot!
And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Fred.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, they can break here.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. That is good strength.
Quality ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point.
And the score is what? Oh, terrible mistake. And that's going to be a goal kick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shoots!
And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending.
So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Fenerbahce have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Here we go again then.
Fenerbahce
Carrying a one-goal lead.
Fenerbahce clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Guendouzi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Talisca. And the shot's on here. Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game.
Defending of the desperate variety.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the run.
Oh, that's clever.
Aydin is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking for a runner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Nelson Semedo. And it's Yandash. Talisca being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Driving on and making good progress. Talisca. This looks promising. Great ball and he's in here. Nice control.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Talisca
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Yandash looking understandably energised after his goal.
Substitution for Fenerbahce, number 70.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 45, substitution.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Aktokolu with the short one. Ball's... He gets big! And it's Gendouzi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Ederson gets good distance on it. Nelson Semedo, and he's managed to get free. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Semedo. And he's cut it out.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Fred. Now, can they get him away? And he's got the beating of his man. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Look at the space here. Talisca! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that's neat. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That has not gone well. Now it's Aktokolu. He has found the way through. Aktokolu. Aktokolu. Terrific header! And that could come back to haunt them.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
Substitution for Fenerbahce. Number
Time for a change in
14,
personnel.
number
So major
27,
alterations here in the defensive department.
Well, it's quite a change in tactics and approach. It's now just about trying to see this one out.
Number 18.
Now he's off and running. I think we're just about done here.
Fenerbahce really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oosterwolde.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's really well manoeuvred. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now, can he find a finish? And the shot! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line.